So basically, now that Kevin Samuels is dead and gone, apparently it's time for revenge of the Big Shirley. So Big Shirley has decided to get her revenge by mocking the Passport Bros. Now, by now, you'd think this woman would have figured out that this is like a horrible idea to put yourself on TikTok, especially TikTok. Put yourself on TikTok embarrassing yourself. You'd think they know better by now, but apparently they don't know any better. Now, since I don't have access to Kevin Samuel's soundboard, I don't have access to his sound effects. So instead, enjoy this rendition of Elephants on Parade while she's speaking, and I am interrupting her in order to make my commentary.
I just finished my chores and I've been on TikTok for 5 minutes. And I have a question for the Passport Bros. How does it feel to know that you failed at life?
Okay, so how do I feel to know I failed at life? Well, right now, I am in my house. It is 64 degrees because that's where I have my thermometer set. I have an excellent credit score, multiple properties. I've traveled all around the world. And in your case, you think that the Passport Bros are just traveling around the world looking for booty. I travel around the world for vacation and fun in the sun on the greatest beaches known to man, while you're at home with this makeshift bed and bath Walmart bookcase that seems to have your, I guess this is your workout cup and a picture of like some woman from Wakanda on it. And like you're at home making insult videos of the TikTok. Now, keep in mind, you did this to yourself. You're at home making videos of the Passport Bros for TikTok. And my question to you is let's see those hands because I want to see the wedding ring on either one of those hands or those ring fingers, which I know there isn't one. And on top of that, where's your man at who should be taking you out for nights on the town like I do my chick and take her out for nice dates where I took a video before and I showed video from the date and we going out to the nice restaurants and everything, not to mention we flew to Maldives business class, Emirates and everything. What were you doing, my dear? I have to wonder. So when you talk about people failing in life, my question is, what is your measurement of failure? Because I would say that most of the Passport Bros are doing just fine. In fact, they're doing even better because they're avoiding you.
Like, let me rephrase it in a way that you'll be more liable to answer me.
Liable to answer you? Here's another question. Why the hell does everybody have a goddamn nose ring? Like, when you take the ring out, like, do the boogers and snot, like, if you sneeze, right, and you try to cover your mouth, does the snot and the boogers fly through the hole if you take the ring out? Like, why do people do that? Why do people, like, do this to them? Like, they look terrible. Somebody needs to put a stop to the septum ring bullshit. There's two things that they need to put a stop to. Septum rings, well, actually, there's a lot of things they need to put a stop to. Septum rings, fake hair, and BBLs. Because my thing is, listen, those BBLs, y'all think it's cute. It makes you look ridiculous. It looks like you have a diaper and it's a full diaper in the back of you. And on top of that, those people who did that surgery for cheap probably stole your kidneys. So it's like, please stop. Just stop. Like I don't even know what to say. It's disgusting. It's so sad. It looks like you're picking your nose right now too. Maybe it's because that damn nose ring itches.
Respectfully, but I know you men, you lot don't like to take accountability for a bunch of stuff. So I would say, how does it feel to know that life failed you?
Life didn't fail us, dear. We're doing just fine. In fact, when we bring Ling Lings and Jamilas and Marianne's and all that back here, and you see us chilling in the restaurants, or you see us chilling on Valentine's Day, which by the way is coming up. Here's my question, dear. What are you doing Valentine's Day? I want everybody to notice something that I've noticed a long time ago. Come Valentine's Day, let's see how many of these women are making all these TikToks and let's see what they're doing on their social media feeds. One thing I've noticed, most of these women, their Valentine's Day, all their social media feeds go dead quiet. Last year for Valentine's Day, I took my girlfriend, we went to Passion, Italian restaurant, Garden City, right? A very good restaurant. I love that man's food. They make some fabulous food. So she ordered this seafood oyster thing, and I ordered what was it? I ordered chicken parmesan, right? I think I probably still have photos somewhere. But anyway, I noticed there was a table with these young women at it, and it was just young women, and it was more than just two of them. It was like four or five of them, right? Now, Kevin Samuels had brought us to our attention that they celebrate what's called Galentine's Day with GAL, like the Golden Girls, Galentine's Day, because they ain't no men taking them out on that date, and they're out there celebrating together to make it so they don't have to sit at home alone. Here's my question, Big Shirley. Where are you going Valentine's Day? I know where I'm going Valentine's Day. I'm taking my chick to the Brazilian rotisserie. They come around and they got all that meat and they slice that meat. They got this salad bar called the Foita bar. And they got the salad bar and they got all these fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. And my girl, she loves the Fogoita bar, however you pronounce it. I don't speak Portuguese. But anyway, they bring around that rotisserie pork, that rotisserie chicken. Here's my thing, Big Shirley. What are you doing Valentine's Day? My guess is it involves ordering a pizza for one from Papa John's.
Like, how does it feel to know that because you are so insufferable, ignorant, and arrogant, that all of the women, all of the female species in your vicinity are repulsed by you?
Dear, my girlfriend, for one, is not repulsed by me. I can, at least I can speak for her. I have female friends. I have work relationships with females, specifically women, however you want to phrase it. They look up to me. They come to me for advice. They come to me for other things. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. No, I'd say that they're not repulsed by me. I'll just leave it at that. But you and your glass of wine probably know better about accountability than I do.
Like, how does it feel to know that because you're so uncomfortable to be around, because you're so disturbing to the women in your vicinity, you have to actually go travel to the corners of the earth where nobody knows you?
Well, to tell the truth, if I were to go to other states, nobody knows me there either. If I were to go right now to Florida, or if I were to go to like West Virginia, or if I were to even go to Connecticut, New Jersey, I'll be pretty much honest. Nobody knows me there either. By the way, the world doesn't have corners. The world is an oblate spheroid. It's not exactly a circle because it's bulging at the equators, or the equator. It's bulging at the equator. The distance between the core and the North Pole and South Pole is shorter than the distance from the core to the bulge of the equator. So the Earth is actually an oblate spheroid. There are no corners, just to let you know.
You have to skip out on a 2,000-mile radius to go to a community where nobody knows.
Actually, for me, it's like more like 8,000 miles because I fly to the Philippines, South Korea, or Southeast Asia, or I'm not, a lot of these other passport bros, they love Latin America. They like Brazil, Colombia. They like Dominican Republic. They like Puerto Rico. Some of them, very few of them. They also like Medellin, Colombia specifically. Some of them are even talking about other parts of Latin America. Like some of them like Mexico for whatever reason. But the reality is, no, 2,000 miles from here, I think would put me somewhere in like heartland America. And most of America I haven't even really toured because I just didn't care. But I actually prefer flying business class to other countries, specifically Southeast Asia. Number one, the exchange rate is better. Number two, the cost of my condo living is much, much cheaper. And number three, the women are so perfect, unlike Big Shirley.
You because everyone that does want nothing to do with you. And then it gets better, right? Because it's a temporary fix. Because you go off and you travel to this 2,000-mile radius just to find.
What do you have against the 2,000 mile radius? I'm trying to figure this out. Why do you keep saying 2,000 miles? I don't understand why you hate this 2,000 mile radius. What did the 2,000 mile radius ever do to you, Big Shirley?
The women over there, they have brains too.
Yeah, you're right. They play the long game and they are much, much nicer and much, much more feminine. And one thing I can say about those women is they're not online talking smack about communities of men that they don't know. I can promise you that. In fact, right now, they're probably making breakfast for their man, the man that you don't have. And when I say man, I'm not just talking about Pookie or Ray Ray who comes over and hits it when they feel like hitting it and then they pump and dump. No, I'm talking about their man as in their husband. Where's that wedding ring, Big Shirley?
You know, they have expectations too. They have desires too. They're full people. You know what I'm saying? The women that you're avoiding here because they're sassy, because they're mean, because they're.
I'm avoiding the women here because they're on TikTok, for one. Second of all, because the hair is mostly fake. And third, because they've got nose rings with boogers and snot in their nose.
This, that, and the third. You go up to these other countries.
What are you drinking? Because I tell you, looking at that cup, my guess is that that's either white Zinfandel or it's that cheap ass Moscato that they sell in Walmart in those bottles. You know those rose gold pink bottles that they have, Moscato. It's like $12.99 for a bottle. That looks exactly like what you got. Listen, Big Shirley, listen. Drinking is not good. You should cut back on that drinking. Listen, I know it gets lonely there without a husband at that place, that little apartment of yours. I know it gets lonely, but you really should try to cut back on the drinking, Shirley.
Women have even higher priorities and bigger non-negotiables. And what do? Doesn't it feel kind of shitty? Doesn't it feel kind of predatory for you to know that in order.
And there's that word again, predatory. As I've pointed out, these women have driven themselves deep into debt so that they could go to these useless liberal arts degree granting colleges. And this is what they get taught. They all sound the exact same way. They all use the exact same verbiage. They're calling the passport bros predators, calling them traffickers. You know, it's funny. I had a email, not really an email, but it was an email notification, and somebody had mentioned the Mann Act. The Mann Act has to do with like trafficking. And I'm like, yo, dude, the Mann Act in no way applies to legal marriage. If you have a marriage license from the United States, or you're in another country and you have a marriage license, the Mann Act in no way applies because you're getting married. Furthermore, the only way somebody can come and visit you from another country is if they have a visa. So if you have a girlfriend in another country and she wants to come visit you here, she has to apply for a tourist visa. She has to either enter this country and get a tourist visa or a granted visa of whatever type. Or if she came here, she has to come here on a work visa, such as the H-1B visa. Or if she comes here intent on marrying you, she has to have a K-1 visa. The K-1 visa, which I've outlined in another video, the K-1 visa gives her 90 days to marry you. And that's where the show 90 Day Fiance comes from. She comes here, she has 90 days to marry you. If she doesn't get married to you, she has to leave the country because otherwise she'd be here illegally. This is so disgusting, and I'm very disappointed that nobody has taken any legal action against these loose-lipped women who throw these accusations around about predatory behavior and trafficking and such. When men are going overseas to meet wives, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about wives, women who are wife quality. When men go to get wives, they have to do it legally and they have to apply for marriage legally. Even if those men don't want to bring those women back here, those men have to legally marry in those other countries. Now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about marriage, the thing that you're not getting. I'm talking about, like, where a man gets down on his knees and he puts a ring on your finger and he's like, oh, yes, please marry me. I propose to you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what you're not getting. Pookie and Ray Ray aren't interested in marriage. They pump and dump. So anyway, I don't understand how nobody questions these women or at least puts legal terms on them and says, yo, you can't say that because those are fake allegations. Those are false allegations. There's no such thing as trafficking or predatory behavior when it comes for men going overseas and looking for marriage. So somebody needs to do something about that.
For you to snatch and trap a woman, she has to be from your community.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Snatch and trap a woman. Snatch and trap. First of all, these women, I don't know if you've been paying attention because you're busy making these stupid ass TikTok videos. These women are actively beckoning the passport bros to come their way. How does a woman volunteer to be snatched and trapped? What are you talking about? But Filipina P lets y'all have it, and I back her up 100% when she lets y'all have it. You must think this is like Kyrgyzstan or something where women are being kidnapped. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, why is nobody putting a stop to this nonsense? So anyway, let's keep going. Look at his face. This face tells you all you need to know right here. Tells you all you need to know. There ain't no wedding ring on that finger, and there probably never will be.
Where women are not really necessarily that educated, or they don't have the resources to diversify their lifestyles and know that they have way better options out there. Doesn't it feel weird? Don't you ask yourself, why am I like this? Like, you're pushing 90 all.
Okay, excuse me. I'm not pushing 90. I'm 41, and my hair is not gray. I have a few gray hairs, but my hair is not gray. And by the way, I don't try to hide it with that just for men or anything like that. I go all natural.
Your hair is gray. Most of you guys are bald, receding hairlines. You're supposed to have a kind of wisdom, right? You're supposed to have a kind of mindset, a kind of.
Excuse me. Now that this glove has been thrown about people who are going gray and with receding hairlines, because basically this is criticism of a man's hair. I have to ask everybody, is her hair real? Is her hair really hers? Are there any extensions here? I'm not a good judge about fake hair, but from what I've seen, most hair nowadays is fake on certain women. So you guys have to let me know, because I don't think I don't know. Something doesn't smell kosher. Something doesn't smell kosher here.
On life that people like me are looking up to, like this man right here. This is a man. This is a wise man. This is a man that can help me.
I don't think you need to grow anymore.
But instead, people like me and people like you, people in your age bracket and my age bracket, understand that you're just a clown.
I'm just a clown. Oh, boo-hoo. Look at the clown. I'm just a clown. I guess when I'm sitting in business class on my way to Bora Bora, sipping Moet and Shandong in one hand and eating cheese crackers or something with caviar or whatever it is in the other hand, yeah, I guess I'll just have to look over at my girlfriend and say, yeah, I'm just a clown and you only want me for my money. Oh, well, hopefully after our trip to Bora Bora, you don't just flat out leave me. Okay, yeah, I'm a clown. Boo-hoo-hoo. Bring in the clowns. Those happy, lovely clowns.
How does it feel to be the laughing stock of the Black community?
Am I really the laughing stock of the Black community? Oh, man, I thought that was Dave Chappelle. I thought Dave Chappelle was getting the laughs from the black community. And if it came to negative laughter from the black community, I thought that goes pretty much to every single black man who makes the mistake of marrying one of you and then ends up getting himself divorced. Those people, I think, are the laughing stocks. Anyway, never mind.
All for research purposes. Please stitch my video. Thank you.
No problem, dear. Your video, let me tell you something. The second I saw your video, my iPhone iMovie app started charging up like Mega Man's Mega Buster.
Run, gentlemen, run from these women. There is no negotiating with them. Leave. Nothing you do is going to be right. Always the worst case scenario. Why? Because single women keep women single. You could hear the cholesterol in her voice. Hang up on that nigga trash.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkey, rat. You name it.
Hang up on that nigga. He trash. Why did she try to do it? She couldn't even walk across to turn it off herself. Her gout probably flaring up.
You can't hear what she said? Will you marry me?
To be continued.